Spirit says everything is about to get sweeter. Everything is about to get sweeter. In more ways than one, though. Like, I'm definitely feeling romance vibes. But, like, you're going to be treating yourself this weekend. This is a weekend of you. This is a weekend of celebration, of how far you've came, how far you continue to go. You've been working mad hard, doing many things behind the scenes. So, you're going to continue to work hard. That's embedded within you. That's never going to change. If anybody tried to tell you to slow down, you know that they're not in your frequency. But if you're working hard, then you got to reward yourself too. So you have been able to take your energy away from certain circumstances, situations, people that aren't serving your purpose right now. You gained it back for yourself. You've been feeling very vigorous. You've been feeling good and great and want to get out there. So do it. Leave your town for the day. Go somewhere. A lot of you are going to be invited somewhere. What's happening this weekend for you? Well, we'll see. What is happening this weekend for you? Woo. All right, so we're going to start out with some oracle. We're definitely I'm feeling fiery, okay? So there could be some form of fire dynamic within this, but there's also air. Because it's a lot of like, whoa, it's hot and blowing. But there's also purification. You're also starting to realize that you can be your own purification. You don't always need external things. All this is tools. You're more than the cards. You're more than the crystals. You're more than the evil eye, the necklaces. You're more than all of that. And it all can only work because of you. If it wasn't for you, the mechanic, the tools would do absolutely nothing. You're the brain, you're the energy. And we set intentions into these things, and that's why they work. That same vibe, that same energy, that same tenacity you do for work, for others, it is time to expand. This is a time this weekend of not being stuck in a home. You got to get out of your home this weekend. There's been a card on the floor since I did my TikTok live, okay? And this is how I know today. Empress. Honoring your strength, of your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy within self. Some of you are going to do some like inner child healing this weekend. But this also can be, okay, I like this. I like this a lot. There's something that's playing out this weekend that's going to be like a movie for you. And Spirit says you're going to have to get out of your head for this. You got to throw away this parasite. Because the only thing that's telling you not to go out this weekend, not to do this, not to talk to that person, is the imprisonment mindset that it's going to go bad, that you're going to fuck everything up. Look, if this is meant for you, you ain't going to fuck anything up. If this is meant for you, you're not going to fuck anything up. If it literally is saying go times right, and this is talking about only you making stagnation to not your own beginning. Only you not leading by example. Telling all these people to go after their dreams, but then sitting in your home. Okay. You know who you are in my readings. You know I read for both the masculine and the feminine. Does not matter your gender. You know where you lie. Are you the one that's more of the go-getter, the persistent one? Are you the one that's more of the nurturer? Okay? Because what I'm feeling here is both people in this dynamic breaking free. Two people are going to be in the same area, are going to the same event. Maybe you're both going to be going to a party you're already invited to, an outing you're already invited to, and you're going to be locking eyes. This can be a concert. This can be some form of, I do hear loud music and etc., but with it also being so close right now, this is timeless. This is a timeless message. This is what's happening to you. This weekend, of the week you are seeing this timeless, okay? But right now, at the current setting of time, it's about to be Halloween, or it's about to be October. So I sense a lot of inner child healing this October. Maybe you have a weird relationship with Halloween, or maybe you are in love with Halloween, but you haven't been able to really celebrate. You haven't in the past couple years. This is different this year. You're dressing up. This weekend is going to be a trail for the rest of October. They're saying you already did it. You're already here. Somebody is about to speak up to you. Okay, so what's happening this weekend? This is interesting. This is like a collaboration force. So like we definitely have two separate energies. There is this sense of a person. Okay, these were cards that fell on the ground. You saw when I was shuffling, some cards fell on the ground. I picked them up, put them out here. This is a person, and this is an interesting dynamic, okay? Somebody's thinking of you as we speak. They're wanting to reach out to you. There's a possibility somebody's going to reach out to you this weekend, but this is also events that you're going to do up here, okay? And it's going to take making sure that you do the leap of faith this weekend. Okay, if you're feeling uninspired or like your surroundings are suffocating you, when you move, when you decide to go places, when you decide to invest your money energetically in this world, things come back. You get downloads. You make forward movement. When you state to the world, I'm moving, I'm experiencing other energies, I'm allowing myself to break free of comfort zones. What's going to make you feel inspired right now? What's going to put that match back on, if you will, is getting out of your... I know I keep saying it, but like some of you here really do not like to invest in yourself when it comes to riches. Like you need to go on an outing. This isn't leaving for work. This isn't leaving because you have something, a responsibility to do for somebody else, yada yada. Going out this weekend for fun, to shake things up. Somebody's thinking, if you're a masculine here, I sense that you're thinking of reaching out to somebody and asking if they want to go to an outing or such with you. But if you're a feminine here, you're feeling this sense of your masculine putting on the armor to reach out to you. This operation of collaboration, it looks like two people could also just, again, be in the same place at the same time. And it's almost perfect. Spirit lays it in front of you for you two to be able to meet up. Somebody's getting some missed signals. We have two people in their head at different times as well, it looks like. When you see signs from them, do not question it. Your intuition's correct. These signs, these things, the ways that they're talking, wording things, etc., it is for you. And you can tell when it's not. But it looks like there's been clouded judgment on both ends with your parasite. So going out this weekend is going to involve... these are two different love partners. Okay, this is somebody of the past. This is somebody of your future. Somebody of your past is going to try to reach out to you this weekend. And when you go out this weekend, there's something that's flourishing for your future, for your highest timeline. Do not miss the opportunities. Do not block your progress by saying, you know what, it's easier just to stay in. It's easier to not get hurt. If you express your inner truth to somebody and it makes them run away, then they weren't meant to be in your life and they served their purpose at that point and you can go forward. But if somebody's meant to be in your life and they served their purpose at that point and you can go forward. But if somebody's meant to be in your life, expressing your hidden truth will ignite and make you propel to the next level together. When it comes to whoever this person who energetically is thinking about you and definitely isn't in your life at the moment, see, there was a connection you were having. That was like in the very beginning. You were fighting hard for them. You took the leap of faith multiple times for them. And they did something that completely stopped your progress. Like, you went from being like, I'm going to invest my time and energy and everything into this because it's worth something to me, because you mean something to me, because I can see the potential of us, the opportunity of where this can all go if the right time, effort, skill, etc. is put into this life. But now you've broken free of that illusion of thinking that you have to invest in all these other things. You've regained your focus on self. You've completed cycles. Okay, that's why this new person's here, who's part of the light, who has himself, who's an entrepreneur or a boss or self-governed like you. This person, from what I sense, does not have a second chance with you. They want to. They're going to reach out to you. Moths are a big forward movement. Also, dragonflies are a big forward movement. What's that right there? Looks like a beetle that's curled up. Beetles are a big forward movement as well. Somebody's realizing like somebody's realizing if there's any chance of a second chance of redemption, they're going to have to uproot at this point. There's been a green light that's gone on about how you're not waiting. You have many opportunities. The person never expected you to wait, but they were stuck in their own states of delusions. They asked things of you. They expected things out of you as well. You expected things out of this person. You both walked away respectfully. And you've already analyzed and saw from the predicament what you will do differently in the future and what lesson you were supposed to learn. What part of your strength you gained from being in a dynamic with this person. Okay, but they regret walking away from you. They completely regret walking away from you. They see something different with the time lapse is what they're telling me. So maybe it's been not too long. Maybe it's been not too long since you've last spoke. These are collected takes what resonates. But needless to say, you're determined, you're successful, you see the bigger picture. But somebody else was stuck over obsession. Somebody was stuck in the right now and making decisions based off of what would give them the fastest gain versus working hard and long and doing what others are not willing to do to get the opportunities others don't get to have. This person, they were deflecting. So they're going to come in and tell you this basically, that they were obsessing over other things that money. Where they thought they were supposed to be loyal, there's a third-party dynamic with this dynamic. See, when we start channeling this person's energy, though, we go into chaos. We lose center focus. Do you notice that? But the energy of self and the energy of this is high vibrational. Okay? Dragons are a big forward movement. Dragons and owls. You guys shake things up together. You and whoever this new person is in your life. It doesn't even necessarily feel new. I just feel that you are now seeing each other in a whole different light than you did before. So Spirit actually, like when they need you to trust that this is done. This is done. You have a decision to make. You make this. This is done because this is for you. You're going to have to take this leap of faith. You're going to have to trust the signs before you and this person truly align and tell each other exactly how you feel, because that is a law of attraction. You have to release what no longer serves to bring in what is supposed to be here. You can't entertain both. So when it comes to that, how is Spirit saying to go about this weekend? So when it comes to this person that is part of your highest timeline that you can be seeing this weekend, this is how they feel. This is energy you're actually extending to each other as we speak, okay? They're asking for guidance about you. I'm going to identify who we're talking about here, and you know who you are. It's important that I do this sometimes. If you're the masculine, okay, the masculine in this dynamic is asking for guidance from their spirit guides. They're kind of confused about how the feminine feels in this dynamic, but they're also really entrusting in their dreams and their bigger picture. Okay, they understand they're worthy. They understand they're worthy of this love of this person. They're throwing away imposter syndrome that this person could see them as something low, like they're not smart enough or talented enough or enough for them. I can sense you worrying in the past about if somebody knew everything about you, would they just run away? And see, your parasite is confusing you. This person's already shown you and energetically shown you that what they desire is the authentic you. The masculine is understanding their worth. They're having dreams. They're daydreaming as well about this feminine. And as we speak, the energy you're sending, or they're sending, however this resonates, to the feminine is the bigger purpose. Is that even though my parasite wants me to be confused, I'm remembering the bigger purpose. I'm remembering everything we show and saw and felt in front of each other's presence. The feminine in this dynamic feels like the time is right. The feminine kind of feels angry with themselves, but that's okay. They're pausing. There's nothing wrong. They're making sure they're doing what's best for them. They're frustrated a little bit with self, but they're being perspective. They're seeing the higher thing. They're seeing patience. They're seeing understandings within themselves, within you. The feminine is thinking about switching everything, throwing away the anger, throwing away the pause, allowing this to branch out. So that's why we're going into this weekend seeing, feeling, being next to each other. Because the time is right. Because both of you have mastered being at peace with fate. You're going to have material riches this weekend. You're going to have spiritual abundance, richness this weekend. Because you're more than deserving of it. And you're not keeping yourself in a box. What else we got? We got a lot of placements within this dynamic. We got Pisces, we got Virgo, we got Capricorn, we got Scorpio, we got Aquarius, and earlier we already pulled Gemini. Okay, so signs out the wall here. There's a lot of, basically what I'm sensing is you're going to be around big group event, big people, big things. Needless to say, there's a Pisces within this dynamic that you're going to be tender and loving and caring to. With the Write Your Own Story, I sense this form of like there's gonna be romance. Take it as it resonates. But if you're in a physical relationship with somebody, this weekend it's gonna be like a flame. It's gonna be a spark. You're gonna do something special together. If this is like a new flame, if this is a new spark, it's a sense of expressing emotions, going with the flow. See, it's going to be organized. Whatever you do, it's a planned event, but you're very much going to take it moment by moment and talk about whatever comes to your mind. See, this weekend is going to be about sharing. The last time you both were with each other, it was about sharing secrets. You've already shared secrets with each other. Parts of yourself that nobody else knows. This weekend, this outing, is about exploring the romance or the passion of this dynamic. It's happened in this way for a reason. You already can trust each other. That's why your brain and your heart and everything in your nervous system, it seems like everything's just working together. And the only thing fighting against it is your parasite. See, whoever you are, it doesn't matter right now what I'm about to say for the masculine or feminine. Whoever you are, looking into my eyes, the person attached to this reading is not prone to entering relationships quickly. They can overthink at times. But when they choose to be committed, they will not break their word. This is an energy like you've never experienced. They used to be a people pleaser, and they're breaking domestication every day alongside you. You both are determined and ambitious individuals. You put your full force into something. So your desires and feelings align, and you're two people that are deserving of this nourishment, of this fun, of freeing yourself of confusion. You see, but also this weekend, your third eye is opening even more. You're unlocking depths of yourself. You're not afraid to wear your heart on your sleeves. And people are going to notice that about you this weekend. Like, people always notice this stuff about you. But the vibes, somebody's going to be really in tune with your vibes and offering you something. Something about your energy is going to awaken another that's different than this person. Somebody has a decision to make. And this feels more, take what resonates, but this right here feels more like a job opportunity, or somebody that's watching from afar that you have no idea, that's seeing you as a superhero, as this person that could be a face, a name. So this is about the weekend, but what something this weekend is going to lead to the next year of your life being completely different than you ever could have imagined. Something happening this weekend. You have somebody opening your heart. You're getting a key to a successful relationship. You're searching for your passions, allowing and seeing your needs are already met. You're breaking confusion. You're allowing excitement. You're allowing yourself to be rewarded. Nothing's stopping you. Keep the doors open. Don't set expectations. Because when you least expect it, and when you have no idea, when you think no one's watching, somebody is. In the best of ways with you. I have a warrior in front of me. I have a Spartan. Alright. That's what I got for you today. Hell yeah. Let's get it.